Hello, hello, and welcome to Soraya's SoulArt channel. My name is Soraya, and I am now beginning to do YouTube channel videos because I reckon that I need to do so. So welcome. So a little bit about myself. I do have a couple of other videos that I've already uploaded onto my channel. You may or may not see them. So I may obviously have to probably do this introduction on every video. But if you haven't obviously seen my other two videos and you get to see this one, what do I do? And so I am a spiritual kinesiologist. So I am able to tap into spiritual source energy through using the art of kinesiology. Normally, kinesiology is a form used for practitioners to identify illnesses, allergies, etc., using this method. And it's a muscle testing method. However, with my continuous practice over the years, being over 8 years now, I have been able to realize that I have this incredible ability to, when I'm doing readings or helping people, that I'm able to tap in using kinetic energy, which I absolutely trust implicitly because the body never lies. So basically, I'm not getting the answers, just intuitively receiving answers, yes, and that happens a lot. But also I'm able to test whether that answer is actually true using kinesiology or muscle testing. That's a lot. It's a bit of a mouthful, but at my tender age now, I feel that this is the time for me to start giving back. And I watched a video the other day. I'm a big YouTuber. So I watched a video the other day with a gentleman who said, I started my YouTube at 80 and he has, I don't know, over 200,000 subscribers. And it's pretty amazing. So if you get this video and you like it at all from the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, wherever it is that you feel inclined to click that button, the bell, subscribe. I believe that's what I'm supposed to say so that I can really get these messages out, because for me, this is what this is about. I am going to do readings. It is not your normal reading. It's not done as other people do it. I'm not doing it by astrology. I'm not doing it by sign. I'm not doing it by tarot cards. I use oracle cards. So the oracle cards, or I use color cards, or I use angel cards. So those are the cards that I use. I use abundance angel cards, etc. So I'm going to show you some of the ones I use. Now I'm using my phone camera to do a double. It probably doesn't look very good. It's a bit grainy, but I'm hoping that it comes out once I've done the recording up. I've exported it. I use Abraham Hicks's Vortex into Relationship, which is really about self. So a lot of things that I focus on is helping people raise their vibration. That's my main focus, is I help people to raise their vibration, to get themselves into a point where they can intuitively go through life without having the feelings and the emotional attachment of things, or, if things get them angry, if things, why you keep attracting the same people in your life. All of these things that happen in your life, traumas, negativity, are all based on what you are attracting into your life. And that attraction may not necessarily be an attraction that you even understand that you have, because you have connected vibrationally, frequency-wise, energetically. So I will use those words a lot. You'll find in nearly everything. Everything is energy, guys. Everything. Anybody that tells you anything different is not. It really isn't true. We are spiritual, energetic spiritual beings having this human experience, and there's so much evidence now, scientific evidence, that this is actually real. And having done my own research and having experiences and seen my own changes through meditating and connecting with source, I am very, very grateful to be able to sit here with you today and say, yes, it is absolutely real. There is something out there that you can't touch, you can't see. You got to have the faith. You got to have an innate knowing that there is something outside or inside or within yourself. And truly, energy is inside you, outside you, around you, surround you, every aspect of you, everything you say, everything you do has an energetic frequency. So even in your discussion, even in whilst whilst we're talking, you are talking at a frequency, you are talking at an energy level, and that energy has interaction with anybody else, with everything else, with the land, with the sea, with the sky. Every single thing is energetic and frequency. And if you understand that, you start to understand certain things that happen in your life, and you start to align to realize why they've happened. And every time we go through an energetic power, meaning maybe a trauma or something that we would consider being a trauma, we have a shakeup. We go into a depression. We have a really terrible energetic experience, what we would call terrible energetic experience in this personal human life that we live. It has a profound effect on our psyche. It has a profound effect on our emotional status. And that effect on the emotional status grounds into an energy and deposits into our body. And this is what emotion coding is. So emotion coding was developed by a gentleman called Dr. Bradley Nelson. You can look him up. And as it's through his methodology of using kinesiology to identify trapped emotions, which this methodology is his, but kinesiology was around a lot longer before Dr. Bradley. But he uses the kinesiology because of its truth, its raw truth, because the body doesn't know anything else but that. Muscle testing doesn't know anything else but that. So it's an innate response. Dr. Bradley developed this methodology of identifying negative, dark emotions that's trapped in the body and to release them in order for the body to feel better. In the experience of the release, well, when you release that trapped emotion, you do actually feel a sense of air, freedom, lift, release, like light. And that means that you've got space, and that space needs to be sealed and nurtured into something a lot more positive and added to it. So you want to replace, whenever you do a form of trapped emotion removal, I like to replace and put back into that space that we've removed from. I'm going to try and do some of these actual trapped emotion sessions online, so you can kind of see how it works. And if that's something that you would like to experience yourself, then please feel free to shoot me an email, and I will make sure that I pop my email in the link below or in the description, so you can reach out to me and you can look at doing sessions. And I do sessions at a very reasonable price, and we do discovery session first to see what's going on energetically, and if this is actually something that you would like to experience and you'd like to go through. It is a form of work. It's a form of work on you. You have to work on yourself. You gotta do the dark work in order to feel yourself and to really get in tune with source. Having said all that, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a bit of a mouthful. And we're going into 9 minutes. The nice thing about YouTube is actually I can talk a little bit without it being like, oh, I need to get off and quickly because it's a YouTube short or it's a TikTok or something, and people only have 3 seconds. Hopefully I'm actually entertaining you enough to stay and listen to more of what I have to say. Where it comes to the readings that I'll be doing on YouTube, like I said, they are going to come very different. So these readings will be collective readings. They will not be individual readings, although I will hopefully, like I said, do some individual emotion code removals in some of the videos, so you can actually see what that is. But these readings, I got a feeling the other day, last night, when I was doing my meditation. I say the other day, but it's actually last night. And whilst I was in that meditation, I'm like, what do you want me to do? Because I keep getting this thing, you need to be on YouTube, you need to be on YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, but there's so many people doing this on YouTube. It's like, okay. So anyway, you're seeing my hands in the other screen. So I got the format in which Spirit wants me to work. And that format is very different to what you've seen. So it will be that I will connect to whatever card, whatever it is that Spirit wants to say. These readings will be general readings for collective. So anybody that's reading or that's watching, if it connects to you, then fantastic. If it doesn't connect to you, then fantastic. It wasn't meant for you. And so we will be using general cards like the Oracle cards. We use Wisdom Oracle. I think this deck is just absolutely fab. I will be using Abraham Hicks, one of my favorites. and I will be using abundance and angel answers should we require those. I may get questions. If you send me any questions, I could well end up answering some of the questions that I see, depending on how I feel. So how I will determine that is by using kinetic energy. Also, I would like to do color cards. So color cards have a fabulous way at helping people identify things in attraction to them. And so we will be using color cards as well. And the color cards will be done just like I will just pick a color. Whatever color comes up, Spirit says that's the color. If it resonates with you, maybe that's a color that you incorporate in whatever you wear for the week or for the day. How many times will I be doing this? I'm not sure. Want to try and be able to do try and upload at least twice a week if I'm able to. But I will be honest with you, I am terrible at consistency where it comes to this stuff. So I will try my very best that, as my community grows, that you will see me more often as it demands. With all that said, I just wanted to give this as kind of like an introduction to, what it is that I'm going to be doing and how will I do the cards. It will be very simple. Let me just show you. I'm not going to do a reading today. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. And I'm looking all over the place because the camera is in front of me as opposed to all the way down there, and I'm seeing my face and hard not to look at myself while I'm talking. So literally I will be terrible at shuffling cards as well. It's like, I need to be in the camera view of my camera, and I've got a very small space. So yeah. So basically I will be shuffling the cards like this, or I will split the deck and do something like this, or I'll just do a messy thing. Either way, I will do that. Once I've done that, I will literally spread the cards out. And what this will then do is it gives me a nice spread. Some of the cards may go out of focus, but that's fine. And then I will be literally, as we spread them out as much as I can in here, how I identify spirit when I go into my spirit, I will show you how it goes. So my voice will start to calm down and I'll just tune in, and you'll maybe see my face change. You may see light, you may see I'm smiling. I just get into this really lovely mode. And then when I'm connected, I know I'm connected, and I can then make my statements. So I will then make a statement, source energy, would you like to send a message today? And source energy will then say to me whether it comes through divine spirit, female or male energy, doesn't really matter, just divine spirit. So divine spirit, please tell me if you'd like to give a reading for today. And my fingers will actually say no or yes. So no for me is when my fingers are just really, really sticky and I can't move them. And yes for me is when my fingers are really smooth. And this is how we will identify any spiritual word for today. And I'm not getting anything I'm not supposed to be doing one today. But anyway, I wanted to show you how that would. So you can either use this method, or I may on some occasions use a pendulum. And you can see here's the pendulum. I use a quartz, and it would just literally I would identify the swing, and then the swing would tell me which card to choose. And whatever the card that comes up is the message for the collective for that day. So hopefully that makes sense. We will do, depending on what the card says, I may end up getting or I may end up giving you another reading, which would be from the abundance pack. And I love this pack. It's so deep. But anyway, yeah. Where did that voice come from? I have no clue. And I keep looking at myself instead of the camera. So anyway, I may end up using the abundance pack, which is great. It's a great little pack. And then of course we'll do a color code choice, color card. It's a color card. We'll do a color card choice. And I'll let you know what that color is, and what the meaning of the color is. Depending on the culture that you're in, depending of the country that you're in, the color may be different, have a different meaning. So you would need to take it. I am using the westernized meaning of color. So it would have to be taken as it's taken. So I live in London, by the way. So it will be based on westernized understanding of color. And the choice of colors, these are incredible color cards. They really are fab. And there are so many, I love color. And they are absolutely fabulous, and they have fabulous healing to each one. So we would do a choice in that. And then, yeah, I will just wing to see how else it goes. So I really hope that this video makes a little bit of sense to you. If it doesn't, I will do another one. I need to see how this works because I need to edit this. I need to make sure this is right because I'm editing my own stuff. That's what I do on the side. So I'm quite fortunate. I can use most editing stuff. But yeah, and what else? That's about it. And if there's any conversations that come up or anything happens, I'm very, very open. So, I may end up going through any comments or anything like that. If you have a question, and put the question, actually answer the question in a video. So it would mean that you would need to make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, because you never know, your question, if you have one, may come up and I may end up answering it, and it may be an answer that you need to hear. You may also see that I put stones. I just have these are my stones that I work with all the time, and I just basically end up putting them on, and wherever they fall, and they just raise the vibration of my environment and my room. That's all they do. They don't have any other fantastic power except that. And I may do frequency raising, I may do vibration raising, and then the other thing that I may do, or I will introduce you to, which I'll put the link in my description, is have a look at my vibration art. So I do create with art, digital fluid art and physical fluid art, depending on the vibration. And if I'm doing a reading on somebody individually, we are just about to launch my vibration art offer, where I create a piece of art for you, only for you, which you can use for on anything you want, on your mugs, and we do show that as well. If you want to do it, we can do it for you, but literally you can get your own piece of digital art. It is made for you at your frequency, depending on how I feel you. And the frequency, I would need to have like a 30-second, 15 to 30-second video or voice note of you for me to feel your energy. And then once I feel your energy, I will create the art, whatever comes up, whatever spirit wants to tell you. It will come with a vibrational name, word, number, and it will also give you an understanding of what that vibration number means on the map of consciousness scale by Dr. Hawkins, David Hawkins, as well as you will also receive a certificate of authenticity. So yeah, I think that is pretty much everything I've got to say in this video. So I've got to just say blessing and thank you so much. And I see you in the next video for the first reading. Woohoo! See you. Thank you so much. Blessings.